Hi everyone, Leslie Davenport here from Spark Motion Body Studio. So today's video is about brain moves. I know that sounds like that might be a kind of redundant statement because all movement is stimulating for your brain and your mind, especially when you're putting your breath with it. But we had a fantastic visit last month with a local chiropractor. And one of the things that she presented to our clients were that there were certain movement patterns which awoke different sections of your mind and your brain. And that's what we're going to cover today. Okay? So I need to credit Dr. Haley Steinhauser for this fantastic topic and her enthusiasm for presenting it. So you can read in the description below the video to get her contact information. But it's fantastic. So why are brain moves so important? Different things we talked about. The ability to memory, right? Improving memory function and recall of information is something that I find anyone who is kind of 40s and up is actually something that we all want. We all want to be able to have a better memory. So memory function, these are movements that aid that. Preventing injuries. How could having better coordination prevent injuries? So if you fall, the ability to catch your balance or make you more resilient, the way that your body can respond appropriately to a tricky situation. So having better coordination and having better adaptability, resilience in your physical body and your mind, those are great reasons to do these movements. Another one is to be able to have the self-confidence to do different tasks and activities in your life that you'd like to be able to do, to feel that your life quality is not diminished, right? Because your movement abilities are diminished, right? That's a huge one for sure. Longevity in movement. All right, so let's get into those materials, as my son Parker likes to say. He's like, let's get into it. So basically, right, one of the first movement patterns we all know, okay, is marching. So we're gonna just simply take nice marching steps, knee pickups. And the part of my mind that's going to be stimulated by marching in place is my cerebellum, right? The cerebellum of my mind. So now balance, okay? Just pick up one leg and hips even. So no hip hiking, right? That's another video coming up. But basically being able to have my hips even, my core is long and tall. I'm holding this for about 45 seconds. Okay, change the other side. So let's talk about your options here. If standing on one leg is too hard, putting your hands on a countertop or putting your hands flat on a wall would make it easier. Okay, if this is too easy for you, what if we extend the leg and we have a figure 8 pattern? Good, this is one of my favorites, right? Figure 8s all around. Whoa. The more I use my center of gravity, right, knock my balance over. Okay, other side. So isn't it so great? It's like literally waking up your mind for you to get the perception, right? Whichever version you choose. Awesome. So maybe aiming to do each movement for about 45 seconds would be an awesome thing for up here from your brain. Okay? Still too easy or too hard? You can do any of the movements, of course, with your hands on something. If the figure 8s are working for you, try circling your arm and leg with opposite directions. Okay, this can be done on the floor, right? Looks similar to a Pilates one leg circle. Let's try that. Whoa, there we go. Okay, all sorts of fun ways. Did I do it? I think I missed that one. Whoa. And this way. Oh, look, that one's hard for me. The reverse of the singles. Okay, awesome. So the next pattern we're going to kind of work on is the cerebrum pattern. So cross crawl. Anytime you watch a baby crawl, opposite hip to opposite shoulder, there is a part of their mind really getting activated. Okay, so we did our opposite leg pickups, but now we're going to want to actually bring our shoulder and hip across each other. We could also do this on the floor. If we were going to crawl on the floor, that would work. Okay, right? If that's too hard, try going on hands and knees, all fours. Opposite arm and leg balancing. That's also a nice way to practice that balance pattern. Okay? Another way to get your cerebrum motion is to kind of do it a little bit like a jumping jack. So I have my opposite leg back, my opposite arm forward, and I'm going to swing through the center. And it kind of feels like doing an old-fashioned dance step. Okay? Awesome. So the next one is actually one of my personal favorites. It's brainstem. Your brainstem is the lower section of your brain, which is the oldest section of your brain. And so it really taps into developmental movement. So brainstem movement patterns are arms and legs away from the center and arms and legs back into the center. So you'll recognize this one, right? Like a starfish, right? Or very commonly known as a jumping jack, right? So maybe jumping jacks are not going to be your favorite. This could be done in Pilates double leg stretch, right? Anything that opens you up from the middle and brings you back in. Again, 45 seconds or so, okay? So the last one, I'm going to come up a little closer to the camera here. The last one has to do with your body awareness, proprioception. So proprioception is something we all need as we work with other people, respond to different scenarios in our environments, and generally move ourselves through the world that day, because we need to be able to see where we are in terms of spatial awareness, right? So the story Dr. Haley uses to describe this, if you've ever had a day where maybe you bump into things, or maybe you feel very forgetful that day, the where are my keys day, things like that. Definitely, I'm known to kind of bump into furniture here and there, or when I was a kid, I used to knock my hip on something sticking out, something, things like that. So spatial awareness. So take your fingertips, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of wake up the suboccipital muscles. So just behind your ears, there's a little bump of a bone here. Okay, the occipital area. And we're going to just take our fingers right behind that bone, and we're just going to massage those muscles. So we're going to wake those parts up, actually. Okay? So when I stimulate these muscles, they impact 90% of my body's proprioception, like in my brain. So what we want to do to stimulate this area here, we're kind of just using touch to feel where that is we're going to want to move our eyes. Okay? So these movements are to take one arm out in front of your shoulder and hold your thumb up. Okay, so I'm going to look at my thumb, and I'm going to move my arm slowly to a 45-degree angle, lift it up. Without turning my head, I'm going to move my eyes. And I'm going to return back down. Okay, 5 times per side to start with. Okay. So I can share with you, depending on the patterns of your own neck and shoulder, this movement feels good to me when I do it slowly, but it also feels a little nervy at times. Okay? So last time. All right. Now bring that arm beside the other and stand with your eyes closed. And see if there's a difference in how you are sensing that side of your body you did the movement with. So I can share on this side that I did the movement with, it is a little bit more relaxed through my whole right shoulder And I kind of have a sense of my body being a bit more three-dimensional. I can feel the back of my body a lot quicker here. All right, let's even ourselves out. So arm extended, thumb up. Without turning your neck, follow your thumb with your eyes. And return to center. Try breathing through this one, inhaling as you go. And exhaling comfortably to return. Inhaling and exhaling. Smooth and even strokes. One more. All right, good. Well, that's all the time we have today. I hope that you learned something. I hope you got to see something that was very valuable to keep motion in your life as an everyday practice. Movement is one of our favorite things here because of how many things you can affect with it. You can affect, of course, your mind, you get your body to do things, and it can uplift your spirit. All right, so we'll see you next time. Bye.